I feel so accomplished and happy right now. A few hours ago, Patrouski has made a community post saying, "Exciting announcement! I have received a sponsorship to stream some Pokemon Blaze Online, or PBO, which is an up-and-coming Pokemon MMO that I was really pleasantly surprised with and genuinely enjoyed before even being offered a sponsorship. Being able to pursue the game further and learn more about its complexities is super exciting. Every Wednesday this month, I will be streaming PBO after my normal Pokemon stream. No contents will be taken away or cut for this. It'll just be extra and part of the normal streams. Huge shout out to the PBO devs for making this possible and to Daetro for being the middleman in communication and setting this whole thing up. He's a cool dude who just cares about PBO, and you can check out his channels and PBO link below. The developer also announced it in the game and mentioned my name as well. My name's Daetro, and I became the hype mastermind of Pokemon Blaze Online. Let me explain. A few days ago, I contacted the owner of the game regarding a streaming campaign proposal. I sent him a DM and posted it in the suggestion channel in Discord. The first idea was to recruit players to register as official streamers in the game. Here is the exact message. "Good day, Snakes. I hope this message finds you well. My name is Daetro, a small content creator with over 14,000 subscribers in one of my YouTube channels and 1,500 subscribers on the other. Thus, I have a keen eye for exceptional games in the industry. Your game, as one of the best Pokemon MMORPGs on the market, has caught my attention. I must commend your team for the impressive graphics, user interface, and overall efficiency of the game. However, after some exploration, I noticed that the player base could benefit from some expansion. As such, I would like to propose a streaming campaign that could help bring in more players to the game and foster a sense of community. The idea would be to invite players to register as official streamers for PBO and stream the game for a minimum of 2 hours each day, 6 days a week. In return, the streamers would be rewarded with in-game cosmetics or other tradable items and encouraged to host mini community events to keep the excitement high. Other successful MMORPGs have used the similar strategies to great effect, and I believe that implementing this campaign for your game could result in a surge of traffic to your server, potentially attracting new donors as well. I understand that the details of rewards and requirements for the official streamers can be decided at a later stage. Nonetheless, I am eager to hear your thoughts about this proposal and discuss it further with you. Thank you for creating this game, and I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Daetro." I didn't get an immediate response from the developer. Instead, 2 players responded, and a moderator suggested that I create a ticket about it, so I did. A few hours after creating the ticket, I got a response from Snakes saying, "Hello, thanks for reaching out. Sure, we can discuss this. I'm a bit busy today. Can you share your YouTube channel link?" So I posted both my channels and said, "I feel like we could get more players if we did some advertising to your game. It's just so good, and I feel like it's too underrated with an average of 150 daily logins. You deserve a lot more players for this wonderful Pokemon MMO." At first, he was skeptic about the idea because my gaming channel didn't have much videos and I didn't have any Pokemon content. But then again, my idea does not revolve around me. Instead, the idea is to invite other content creators who are both in the game and outside the game to stream Pokemon Blaze Online, building hype around it, and possibly attract new players who will enjoy the game as well. At this point, I knew that I had to do something that will bring us both in the same page. So instead of replying right away to his message, I contacted Patrouski. Luckily, he was live streaming at the moment. I started by sending him a thank you message on his live stream and joining his Discord server. Then, I tried to send him a message, but his profile was locked. So, I had to leave a message in the general chat saying that I had something important to tell him, then patiently waited for his response. I wasn't even sure if he was going to respond, but Patrouski sent me a friend request. I accepted it, and instead of introducing myself, I went straight to the point saying, "Hello Patrouski, do you only stream PokeMMO? I have contacted the head developer of PBO to launch a streaming program where people could register as a streaming of PBO and get a form of incentive, and he seems down with the idea. The rewards and requirements are to be discussed. I would like to invite you to lead the campaign as the biggest Pokemon MMORPG streamer. Let me know your thoughts about it. Thank you." He then responded with, "I was pleasantly surprised and impressed with PBO. I'm not at all opposed to streaming more of it. Get back to me with any more details I'd love to hear. and thanks so much for contacting me and proposing this." I then ended our conversation with, "Nice. Thank you for the fast response. I will get back to you with this as soon as possible." The process of contacting Patrouski took a few hours, mostly waiting for responses. But after 8 hours, I now have something to tell the developer of the game. I told him what my possible contribution will be, and that I have contacted Patrouski, sending him a screenshot of our conversation, thus bringing us both to the same page, which led to a positive response saying, "I see. I'm happy to help you out with this. I like what you are trying." Now, with the initial phase done, the next step was to discuss the proposal. I drafted and sent my initial proposal to the developer and waited for his response. Here is my exact message. "Here is my proposal. For this campaign to be successful, we should first make it enticing for streamers to participate. Requirement to register would be a minimum of 500 subscribers in the platform you will be streaming at, either YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. It could also be different for each platform. And then also, the streamer must stream PBO for 2 hours per day, 4 days a week. And then the incentives are a streamer tag with different color in chat, 5 to 10% increased spawn rate of shiny Pokemons, 5 to 10% experience boost, an account-bound custom and mount, tradable streamer chest that could contain random items from Pokeball to a cosmetic, and a weekly or monthly top streamer reward. The streamer chest can be rewarded weekly, and streamers can choose to keep it or use it to host community events, attracting a new set of players. After getting a confirmation from Snakes, I now had something to get back to Patrouski. So I screenshotted the initial proposal and sent it over to Patrouski. While waiting for his response, I continued my conversation with Snakes, saying, "I will also consult with Patrouski regarding his demands. If ever he asks for monetary value, will you be willing to negotiate?" And while this was happening, Patrouski responded that the initial draft would take too much of his time, which I understand as he is a very busy person. But after getting a confirmation from Snakes that he is willing to negotiate both the hours and incentive, I told Snakes that I will let both of them speak in private. I went back to Patrouski and told him that Snakes is willing to negotiate and asked him to contact Snakes directly regarding the negotiation of the sponsorship. I fainted a lot of wild Pokemons as the negotiations took place, and after a few hours of them negotiating, I got a confirmation from Snakes that they were able to come up with a deal. And if you are wondering, what is the point of me doing this? The reason is simple. I want more people to battle with in the future when I get a team of level 100s.